All right, we're off. Well, we already had one poop trip because, well, had other things going on this morning. Come on. But we knew we needed to take care of the poop. So now we're coming out to take care of the walk. Today, I think our high is 72. It's supposed to be sunny. And not mine. Not mine. I don't see Max right now. Yeah, he's not out right now. Come on, let's go. So I finally, yesterday went over to the new house and I went ahead and loaded up the car with, shockingly enough, yarn to move up to the attic. And wanted to take Bravo over to explore the new house. He was a little stressed by the whole thing. Kind of surprised. He was happy to investigate the yard, very happy to investigate the yard. But he was also happy to investigate some of the openings in the fence. So, which there really aren't openings in the fence, they're openings at the gates. There's 3 gates. And each of the gates has an issue. But anyway, oh, look, fireball. And this stuff burns my fucking throat. And, so anyway, we had a little bit of fun. He did enjoy the back deck. That's on street level, which is 1 story above backyard level. And then I discovered the steps in the backyard because, as a matter of course, that's probably where I will be parking most of the time, is around the back of the house and walking up that way. So going in the back door and Bravo, stay. 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 Yeah, what the hell was that, bud? Hold on. Over. Over. Stay. Okay, let's go. That's better. How about we do that when it really matters? Nope. Let's go. Let's go. Better catch up, bud. Let's go. Nobody's out there. Let's go. Hold on. Over here. Over here. Hey, not in the middle of the road. Over here. Wow. Pulling out all the don't listen to mommy stops, eh? Probably not your best plan, bud. Still the food lady. So anyway, so took him over, and even though I had my car full of things to take up to the attic, spent all my time with Bravo. He has, I don't think he has much or any experience with stairs. Because although I have stairs in the shop going upstairs to the bathroom, he's not allowed to go up through that door. Never has been. So he really, insofar as I know, he had a previous life before me, at least 5 years. So, insofar as I know, he has no stairs experience. Daisies. And he was very hesitant to go up to the second floor, up the carpeted stairs. But it was hilarious because going down to the basement, there were wooden stairs. No problem. He trotted right down, sniffed around. Anyway, it was pretty funny. He also had no problem on the stairs on the first floor deck going down into the yard. He was happy to do that. Oh, sounded like a frog. And he did love investigating the backyard. So, yay. But, of course, I could not take him off lead because it's not secure yet. Nope. You're all over the place, bud. And so anyway, so I brought him back because he seemed stressed. Well, first we went to Taco Bell. It was funny. First we went to Taco Bell because a friend that we run into often on our walks, works down at the Taco Bell. And she had just told me the other day that they now have chicken nuggets, which is one of Bravo's favorite things in life. So I was like, hey, after going over, it was a little stressful for me seeing him stressful. I think I deserve a Taco Supreme. Yeah, that's a reward. But anyway, for the chicken nuggets, this is crazy. 5-piece chicken nuggets, $3.99. I mean, you realize it's almost $1 a piece for fucking nuggets. And then I looked at the meal, $2 more. I get a large drink and fries. Well, that wasn't a hard decision. And they're the cheesy fries, so you get the cheese sauce on the side, which is not even probably remotely related to cheese. But it's still fucking good. And, hold on. Okay. I still can't tell where that's coming from. I think it's on the main road. Hold on, over. Stay. If you're doing 25, it's not a fucking issue. But anyway, so I'll be so glad. Hold on, we'll have other issues, okay, at the new house. Oh, but anyway, so we went through Taco Bell, saw our friend, and Bravo lost his shit because he recognized her. And so he was losing his mind, and she was very sweet. And she talked to him for a second, and then she was like, okay, I'm going to close the window and step out of sight so that he calms down. She's such a lovely person. And so I got the meal, of course, and my Taco Supreme. Almost $10 fucking. I mean, all because I wanted to get my damn dog chicken nuggets. But anyway, it was $9.31 after tax and everything was included. What'd you see? What'd you see? Okay, come on. Let's go. Whoa, brake lights, bud. And, but their sweet tea was quite good. And now that McDonald's has doubled the price on their sweet tea, which is ridiculously sweet, and not only that, but Taco Bell already knew, without being asked, to have only half the ice. Appreciate that too. The sweet tea was very good. So bring Bravo the totes of stuff that I was going to put in the attic and our Taco Bell reward back to the shop. Hold on. Ooh, something smells good, buddy. Over here. And I had some of the seasoned fries with the cheese sauce. Oh, yeah. Don't hate it. And then I had one of his chicken nuggets, which I don't normally do, but I did want to investigate if it was like pressed together meat like some of the other places. It was not. It was like recognizable pieces of meat and chunks. The batter, which of course is always way too much, but it was nice and crunchy. And I had gotten the fiery, they no longer had, I think she actually said they no longer carried the one sauce that sounded good to me. It was a hot honey mustard, I think. But anyway, so I got a fiery ranch, maybe? It was tasty too. It was quite tasty. And found out that the nuggets in the cheese sauce, not as good as the fiery ranch. Fries in the fiery ranch, not as good as the cheese sauce. Who'd have thunk? And still, sweet tea, very good. And my taco supreme, excellent. And I got a crunchy taco supreme. I often get soft taco supremes. Sometimes chicken. But, yeah, it was very tasty. And then Colo, who likes teeny tiny little pieces of meat for me to take out for her. So I took some of those out for her as she came to investigate the food. And then Bravo, all of this is after I'd finished eating. Do not feed animals while I'm eating. Guess what happens? They don't fucking beg if you do that. They may wait with drool running down their face for you to finish eating. Okay, just making sure it was a leaf. But they don't beg. Except for Colo. Sometimes she wants to interrupt me and put her paw on me while I'm eating. It's like, yeah, that's not all right. But anyway, after I finished, she got her little pieces, and then Bravo got his chicken nuggets. Although I did take one, so he got 4. He and Colo got 4. That's a good spot. Very good. Okay. So anyway, then I did some studying for a while. Got on social and watched fucking reels way too much. And then I studied some more. And then Mark was coming back from having taken care of his friend, as he does every Saturday night. But first he was going down to the city. Use it lightly. Anyway, down to the city to buy some more of these metal shelves that he had already gotten 3 from this gentleman. He was bringing them back. And he said he was going to try to get a hold of somebody to help him unload him. Well, I helped him unload the first 3. And I was like, well, I can. If you can't get a hold of him or whatever. Anyway, so it turned out he couldn't get a hold of that person. So I drove over because he wanted to put them in his pickup rather than keep them on top of his car. And I agreed it would be easier to unload them out of the pickup to the house than to his home than off of the car straight into his home. But anyway, so we went over and did that, and Bravo, come on now, bud, do a thing. Or don't, but let's move along. The first one that we took off, because there were 3 high, and the car is parked right next to the pickup bed. I'm in the pickup bed. And I was concerned that the top one was going to push because they're metal and they're relatively slick. And so while I'm paying attention, trying not to let the top one push the second one off the other side, the top one hit right on top of my damn thigh, the bottom of it. And so I'm trying to catch it, trying not to be a candy ass, because, yeah, it didn't feel good. I haven't even looked to see if there's a bruise yet. It hurt like a son of a bitch, so there probably won't be. Little bumps and bangs that I don't even remember. Oh yeah, those leave, look like you've been abused. Let's go, Bravo, let's go. But anyway, we did manage it. I had told him I'll be there at his other property where the pickup is. Well, I'm over there and it's like, I'm here. And then he messages back, well, I'm here at the shop to pick you up. It's like, I thought the part where I said, I'll be there, covered it whenever he finally showed. He's like, yeah, I did. So he was in a mood. I was not in a mood, but I also wasn't in a mood to tolerate a mood. And so I was glad whenever all of that crap quickly dissipated after, like, we both recognized it. Because I even said, somebody's in a mood. And just I'm not going to ignore it. Whoa. Is he there? He is there. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. You look so old. I wonder if you really are that old. Yeah, I know. Come on, Bravo. Let's go. You said hi. And so anyway, we got those put in his truck. And I said, no, I'm just going to leave my car here. At his garage house is what we call it. Because that's where he does like car work and stuff. Stores car parts and all that. Hold on. Stay. Okay. And I said, no, I'm just looking to leave my car. Because we were going to his house. I said, need to run by, take Bravo out one more time. But I still need to take the things that are in my car to my new house. So there's no reason me driving it back right now. So he didn't. He brought me back, took Bravo out. Oh, they went to his house, and it was funny because he's not a drinker. I used to not be a drinker, but evidently over the last year and enough shit, and I've become one. No, I've never been a teetotaler. A lot of people misunderstand what teetotaler means. Teetotaler does not drink or consume any alcohol. That's a teetotaler. I know it sounds backwards because to me a teetotaler sounds like somebody who drinks all the time. But anyway, look it up. Google it. Why is the bus open? Hold on. Any other time you'd be out in the fucking grass. Stay in there. Wow. We hadn't run across them before. But anyway. And so we're both relaxing. We had both had very full days. And what in the world did you find? I can't imagine you found much of anything. Okay, let's go. That's enough investigating. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Heel. Heel. Good. Good. Hey, Eric. Lovely local mailman for years. I adore him. But anyway, so we sat down last night and had a bit of, anyway, is this peach liqueur in Jim Beam. It's made by Jim Beam. Okay, sniff away. I mean, the proof of it is like, it is not high test stuff, okay? It's not high proof. What does it end up being, like 32% alcohol or some shit? But there is something about that combination that just sipping a little bit of that, damn, I mean, it gets me loopy. And anyway, he said, he remembered hearing, he said, isn't there a thing, because I mentioned it to him. I said, I can't believe that this affects me the way that it does, and it always does. I said, but the only time that I consume it is with you, so, oh, don't know if it's you or the alcohol. But no, it really is the alcohol. But I only want to consume it with him, and because it's become kind of our thing. And he said he had heard a thing about mixing different kinds of alcohol having a stronger effect. And I said, well, I've heard it's a bad idea, but not because of effect, just because, like, drinking tequila and whiskey and everything else, about getting sick or whatever. But I never thought about, okay, that might be the reason that it's the blend. I don't know. Since I started drinking alcohol at a very fucking early age, because, well, in the 70s, every decent middle-class home had a bar. And because I'm Gen X and we were left to our own devices at least 70% of the time, probably more, somebody was always hosting alcohol consumption at their family's bar. But then I hardly drank anything at all for years, simply because alcohol was never my thing after I was an adult. See, it smells, baby. Wow. He was in a fucking hurry. So anyway, have no idea. All right, Bravo, do we have a happy face somewhere? Nope? Okay.